From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Have a great Saturday, everybody. It's going to be a gorgeous day here around East Tennessee, but I know a lot of you are joining for the latest information on Tropical Storm Milton that could become a major Category 3 hurricane before making landfall somewhere along the west coast of Florida. Let's go ahead and get to work with that. Here's the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. Next update comes out 10 o'clock this morning, so we'll keep you posted on social media. And, of course, during the noon broadcast, I'll have more information there as well. But there's the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. So let's go ahead and track it with precipitation. You can see the circulation that's spinning across the western Gulf of Mexico. That's going to continue to gain strength here over the next 24, 48, and really 72 hours as it continues to work its way towards western Florida. This has all been consistent for over a week now that a low-pressure system was going to move its way on through, but boy, things really ramped up quickly just the last 24 hours or so. So there's Wednesday morning. There's a center of circulation. So it's all associated with pressure, right? Pressure is correlation to how fast the wind blows. The lower the pressure, the faster the wind blows. Pressure being forecast by the American model is 950 millibars right in the center of that storm, right around Clearwater, Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Indian Rocks Beach. So that's the latest guidance. This is going to be somewhere along the west coast of Florida. We know that. Don't be so concentrated on the specifics with this model. But what I'm saying is the pressure is 959 millibars is being forecast. That would be making it a Category 3 hurricane. Heaviest rain is going to be on the northern side of the storm. So we're places like, Gainesville, Jacksonville. We're talking about anywhere from, say, 10 to 15 inches of rain possible with Milton. So definitely heed all the warnings. Listen, if you're joining us from Florida, and hopefully you have the East Tennessee Weather app. If you don't yet, download the East Tennessee Weather app. Make sure you allow GPS location services and notifications, and you will be notified by the National Weather Service when everything starts going downhill. Likely later on today, at some point, they're going to be issuing hurricane watches for much of the west, probably much of Florida, really, to be honest with you. So I'll keep you posted on that. Join me on social media as well. Here locally, patchy dense fog, afternoon sunshine. A cold front swings through overnight tonight, and that's going to bring us relief. Beautiful weather as we get into next week. Start the morning off with some dense fog. Temperatures in the 60s. We'll climb into the mid-70s as we get into the lunch hour, and forecast highs, just like yesterday. We'll be back into the mid, maybe even a few pockets of upper 80s closer to Chattanooga. So a warm day ahead of us today and a warm feel because dew points are still in the 60s. And I talk about dew points because that is what's going to make the weather feel amazing next week, not to mention falling temperatures. So enjoy your Saturday night. We're going to see Sunday night. It's Sunday night. We're going to be dropping down into the low 80s by 6 and mid 70s by 8 o'clock here this evening. All right, here's the cold front. It's a moisture-starved cold front. Doesn't have a lot of precipitation with it. If we squeeze anything out of the atmosphere, southwest Virginia, maybe a couple of showers upper East Tennessee, but it's not going to amount to a whole lot. So Monday morning, high pressures to our north and northwest. That's going to start to bring in the drier air. So Monday morning, dew points are still expected to be in the 60s, but falling during the day as this all slides its way into the Ohio Valley and back into the southeastern U.S. That dry air is going to be with us all week. That also correlates to colder morning low temperatures. So Monday we'll start off in the low 60s, and then the rest of the week we're talking 40s for lows, and even across the highest peaks of the Smokies, we could have low temperatures in the 30s, upper 30s anyways. Not much precipitation here over the next couple of days, and we are going to stay dry through the next 7 days. So no rainfall expected this week across all of East Tennessee. And that may be the trend as we get into the middle and latter part of the month. Your 6 to 10, 8 to 14-day outlook by the Climate Prediction Center is bringing in dry weather, which is classic for the month of October. All right, looking ahead, though, temperature-wise, how about this? 85 today. So if you're a warm lover, you'll love today. Get outside and enjoy it. If you want that fall weather, you've been waiting for it, look at this temperature trend all week long. The trend is downward back into the low 70s. So let's take a look at some specifics. Here's your 7-day forecast. From Knoxville, we'll be in the mid-80s today, mid-70s tomorrow, and then low 70s for the rest of the week. Crossville, you're going to drop down into the low 70s on Monday, and you'll stay there all week long. Tri-Cities, how about some low 70s to maybe even pockets of upper 60s as that ridge really starts to build its way on in. And Chattanooga, a little bit warmer, upper 80s today, low 80s tomorrow, upper 70s by Tuesday, and then mid-70s for the rest of the week. So, as I mentioned, stay in the know with the East Tennessee Weather app. If you are joining us on vacation from Florida, hopefully you have the app. It's your one-stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. But again, it travels wherever you go. And so, as long as you have your GPS and location services turned on and notifications, you will be notified by any impending or inclement weather moving into your area. I'll keep you posted on social media, so make sure you check back in there. You have to come to me. You only see about 10% of what I post. Have a great day. Your next weather update's coming up at noon. We'll see you then.